Good day, this is Teacher Rowan. I'll be your guide in exploring Google Apps for education, for teaching and learning. In Google for Education, teachers can connect and collaborate easily while staying on task. It gives teachers the freedom to spend more time personalizing the learning experience and less time managing it. Students can learn essential skills such as 21st century problem solving, which they can use it in their future careers. As such, the accessibility features will also help and assist every learner to do their best work. Google offers different useful applications that we can use to connect education to technology. This will help our teachers as a 21st century educators to innovate and find ways on how to make teaching and learning more exciting, engaging, effective, and flexible to the demands of the society. Let's re-explore the education experience by discovering new angles to create, collaborate, and communicate as one. Para sa bata, para sa bayan, at para sa guro. Ang pagkatuto huwag gawing komplikado. Sulong edukalidad.
Mabuhay! Good day to all! I am your tutor Madge. Welcome to ETUlay, a free online tutorial, an initiative of the Department of Education, Information and Communications Technology Service, Educational Technology Unit, ICTS EdTech. This program is aimed at helping and assisting learners from kindergarten, senior high school, ALS, Alive, and SPED learners. Aside from answering the modules, the ETUlay is offering programs which you will surely look forward to. Together with our parents and teachers, the ETUlay will bridge the gaps where difficulty and ease meet in learning new knowledge and skills. So, let us prepare our modules, pen and paper. Ready your mind to see and hear worthwhile and interesting lessons. Let us now study and learn, together with our volunteer online tutors. Tara na!
Delivering a speech is more than just uttering those well-thought-of words before the audience. It involves giving out the speech in a manner that it is well understood by them.
Moreover, a successful speech is one that keeps the audience engaged at all times. There are several factors that contribute to get maximized engagement. Oh, hello there, it's Tuesday.
It's oral communication in context.
I am Tutor Alvin.
And I am Tutor Nova.
And we are your tutor tandem
for ETUlay Live. So live on a Tuesday afternoon, Sir Alvin. How are you today? I'm just really thrilled to be having this session with you because this is our it's a finale episode.
Yeah, our finale episode for oral communication in context as we conclude.
Right, Sir Alvin.
My dear senior high school learners, our first semester, diba? So we're done, okay? We're about to finish the first sem. So kalahati na lang, okay? Kalahating sem. So, Tutor Nova, this is quarter 2, week 8 of oral communication in context. So in today's episode, we will talk about the principles of effective speech delivery, focusing on stage presence and audience rapport.
That's right, Sir Alvin. So since you've mentioned what our topic will be today, we also need to mention what are the targets that we need to unlock today. So for quarter 2, week number 8, our target is for our student viewers to first identify the principles of effective speech delivery.
Yeah. And secondly, analyze the importance of stage presence and audience rapport as principles to consider in delivering a speech.
Right. So I think that they need to buckle up and because we are going to have a new set of learning experience today as we try to wrap up the whole quarter 2.
So let's get the ball rolling. But before that, Tutor Nova, so let's greet muna. Na-miss natin ang ating mga oral amazing students because parang 2 weeks
Right.
tayong hindi nag-air, tama? Or nag-live dito sa
Right, right.
Facebook.
I miss doing this. I also missed
Yeah,
having tandems with you, Sir Alvin.
yeah, I
So
miss you.
we should
So,
have okay, the comment section first.
yeah,
You go ahead
so
first.
okay, so our students from City of Bogo, Senior High School. So good afternoon. Nandito si Avril Faith Ornoco, Hannah Pearl Neis. Okay, sabi ni Tangerine Sayud, good afternoon, tutors. Yeah. Ayan, even Elena Eunice Rivera, good afternoon. So I
Yeah,
hope
good
you'll
afternoon.
all be active and participative in the finale episode, okay, of oral communication in context. How
Right,
about
that's
you,
a great thing to
Nova?
start, Sir Alvin. Of course, by the way, Sir Alvin, City of Bugos Senior High School is still the same school with City of Bugos Science and Arts Academy. It's just that we
Oh,
changed names. Yeah, we changed a name because our standalone just recently got approved. So that's why our name is evolving, but still the same brilliant students that we have today in the comment section. We have Althea Pangilinan, we have Stephanie Manansala de Guzman, Mary May Yunson. Hi, Mary May. Lago M. Elizabeth. We also have here Christy Ehem. And of course, the other students who are with us, those who were punctual on our comment section. Thank you so much for being with us today. So just
yeah. So
stay put
muchas
because
gracias, okay,
we have a
for the
lot of
support.
surprises for them in store for them, right, Sir Alvin?
Yeah, and one of our most participative students is here, Mark Gabriel Musni. Good afternoon po, Tutor Alvin and Tutor
We have
Nova.
a surprise for them too. Our
Yeah,
oral
later.
amazing students later. Right.
So shout out, okay, and good afternoon. Enjoy the rest of this show, okay? I call it show because everyone should enjoy, okay, for this session. So
Right.
again, um, I
Let's
think so.
begin.
Let's begin. So we're still on the principles of effective speech delivery. We're done with the first one, which is articulation, modulation, the second, and last session, we talked about the third principle, which is, or which are the facial expression, gesture, and movements. To
Right, Sir
complete
Alvin.
on how we can deliver, how can we effectively deliver our speech, there are still two principles needed to be understood and of course to be applied or to do, okay, when we're delivering or presenting a speech. And these are stage presence and audience rapport.
All right.
So let us begin with, it says here that a good public speaker does not only entail having the ability to speak eloquently, but also the ability to command the attention of the audience. Do you agree with that, Tutor Nova?
I
That,
totally agree, Sir Alvin. This is very timely because just last night I came across this YouTube video about a Toastmaster winning the world champion
mhm,
Toastmaster contest. I think that's called as a contest. And then, all of the contestants were actually amazing when it comes to their speeches, how they crafted the speech, how they were able to present it logically. But then there was one person who was able to stand out, although that person crafted her speech like how the others did. But her stage presence was unbelievable, Sir Alvin. Like, she is the type of the speaker wherein although those sentences you've heard it before, or maybe it was delivered in a different way, but it's her charisma that actually made it even better. It's the stage presence that
yeah.
screened a lot.
Yeah, actually, it's not only about the you're well articulated, your voice is well
Right.
modulated. So hindi lang naman boses ang puhunan when we're presenting a
Totoo, Sir
speech, but
Alvin.
also how we project ourselves in front of the audience. That's
Yeah,
why
right.
our topics for today is very essential, I think, because we'll be talking first about stage presence. Okay, Tutor Noah, let me have it. So for
Sure.
the stage presence, so it refers to the ability of the speaker to own the stage. Remember that quote, own the stage. That means you should be able to fill the space and project your personality to the audience. So that's the basic definition of stage presence. So, Tutor Alvin, Tutor Nova, how can we have a stage presence when we are presenting our speech. Simply, you should own the stage. Okay? Be confident enough in moving, in doing movements, in presenting gestures. Own the stage. So you have to be presentable. Okay, when you are presenting a speech. So sabi nga dito, no one is immune from stage fright. So it's true. But then you can still overcome it by being confident and coming prepared when presenting your
Mm-hmm.
speech, right? So these are some tips, okay? Minsan feeling mo okay ka na sa stage pero nakikita ng mga audience mo, 'di ba? Hindi ito okay. So dapat
Ooh.
we should be mindful on how we project ourselves, how the audience see us, okay? How the audience perceive us, not only um, uh, perceive us physically, because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes our
It's more than just a physical
our
posture.
stage mannerisms are somewhat kapag stuck na ang audience, right? Parang doon na siya nakafocus. So it's
Mm-mm.
very important to know these things. First, get into the habit of assuming an upright posture. Siyempre naman.
Ganyan talaga.
Yeah, di ba? Pag nag-i-speech, dapat upright posture.
Hindi ganyan.
Talagang, yeah, baka nakaslouch ka. So parang nagkukulang ka ng credibility or somewhat pinapakita mo na parang mahina ang nagsasalita. So to show, okay, to exude power when you are speaking, okay, habit of assuming an upright posture. Remember that. So next is, ayan, stay at the center stage. Okay, stay at the center stage because as the speaker, you should be the central attraction, okay, of the event because you're the one providing information. Kung ano mang speech yan, informative man yan, persuasive or entertainment, napakahalaga that you stay at the center stage and make sure you make yourself visible. Baka may
Mm-hmm.
nagtatanong, Sir, what if ang dami ko pong audience? Siyempre talaga magmumukha akong maliit. That's not a problem. So you have to make yourself um, look bigger, okay? Or obvious kasi yun na nga eh. That's the case. Ang dami mong audience, baka yung sa dulo di ka na makita. That's the
Mm.
time you need to move, okay? You need to what do you mean? Animate yourself, be dynamic when presenting it. So exaggerate your movement so that even the person or the people at the last row could somehow still
See
understand
you.
your
Understand.
could see you and understand your nonverbal cues. So
Also, Sir
stay,
Alvin, like looking at this draft, it is also telling us how you should be standing for you to have the
yes.
center stage through your physical posture. So I think that our student viewers can see it based from that draft or from that diagram there.
Yeah, so even your posture, no, it should be balanced, okay?
Right, that's the key
Yeah,
word,
avoid
balance.
putting balance sa right. Yung minsan, there are some speakers, yung estudyante ko, pag nag-report, nakaganyan, no? Parang di pantay yung balikat.
Naka-lean into something, right?
Yeah, right. Or minsan, yung fit nila, yung position, ma'am, minsan,
Yeah,
sobrang,
like this on the
tight,
diagram.
oo,
Nakaslant na.
pagka-open. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
So, avoid those things because, alam naman natin, or siguro, when we are talking or when we are presenting a speech, di ba nga, we have the audience profiling, the consideration
Mm-hmm.
of the audience. Isipin mo na talagang i-judge ka ng mga audience mo para at least makapag-ready ka. Paano ba ako tumayo? Paano bang itsura ko when I'm talking with them? At least you're getting aware and that you'll somewhat you'll be doing better for their for them, okay, for your audience. Yung nakaka-please
Right.
sa
Center
kanila.
stage is very important. And the third
Yes.
tip, Sir Alvin?
The third tip is, of course, the move with purpose. Again, move with purpose, ha? Wala, hindi yung baka, sabi ni Ma'am Nova, ni Sir Alvin, dapat gumagalaw daw ako sa speech ko. Baka naman inappropriate naman. Gumagalaw ka. Sabi, move eh. Alright? So,
Right.
make sure your movement is
Parang
purpose.
it really reminds me of that kind of a cliche na parang jokes or Alvin, like yung parang may iniinom ka tapos may nakalagay sa bottle, shake before drinking, so you need to
Oh, yeah.
shake. It
Yeah.
doesn't mean like that, right? So same with this number 3 tip, move with purpose. It does not mean that you should move all the time. It only means
Yeah.
to say that you move when you are kind of highlighting something or maybe moving on to another topic.
Yeah, depending upon the flow of your speech and maybe the content of your speech. Like for us, di ba, teachers, when you're having the face-to-face, we're not only staying sa harap.
Mm,
Ano na to, tapos yung
right.
sa aming mga teachers nyo, we walk along the aisle, punta sa
Right,
likod.
right.
Bakit?
There's also what we call the law of
Yeah,
proximity, Sir Alvin, right?
yeah,
Because
that's
when
right.
we tend to go closer to our audience, they also tend to like get their attention much easier. So,
And that's
ayan.
our purpose. That's why we
Right.
move when we are when we are speaking. So remember, move with a purpose.
Purpose.
So the stage presence is the sum of all the qualities that keep your audience engaged while you deliver your speech. So because you love your audience, you care for them, gusto mong makita ay ang pawang um, presentable, you want to look yourself presentable to your audience, so please consider stage presence so that hindi ka magmumukhang awkward when ikaw din ang tag dito, ikaw din kasi ang mahirapan if you are not confident of yourself.
Hmm.
So you have
Right.
to
It starts
exude
with you first.
confidence, and then tuloy-tuloy na yun. So talagang, di ba, may mga tao na ang lalakas ng appeal, o tawagin natin itong stage appeal also, right? Even though parang
Mm-hmm.
hindi ka pa nagsasalita, umapak ka pa lang sa stage. Ay, makinig tayo dito, sabi ng mga
You'll be in
audience.
awe already.
So that is a strong stage presence. So now, talking about in connection to stage presence, because sabi ko nga, we love our audience, we care for our audience, and napakahalaga ng ating susunod na principle, and that is building connection with our audience. So Tutor Nova, take it away.
All right, Sir Alvin. So, as we have mentioned in our previous episodes, we talked about audience analysis. And when we say audience analysis, this is the most important thing because it establishes the connection with the listeners even more. In what way? Because the more that we know who our audience are, the more that we tailor fit our speech to the people who will be listening to us. So that's why audience analysis is very important onto the next principle that we will be having today. So that is our next principle is building rapport or audience rapport. So when we say building rapport, it means engaging the audience and connecting with them. So when you have that undeniable connection or chemistry, talking about
Oh.
chemistry since it's Valentine's Day na, so it's like speech is like love, right? When you have connection with your audience, you tend to make it worthwhile and you tend to make the bond you know very great in a sense that you think that you both are understanding in a mutual way. So that is building rapport. And you think that your message is conveyed or getting across. Now, the next slide, Sir Alvin. Now, rapport is the trust and connection that a speaker creates with his or her audience. So remember that. That is rapport. Rapport is the trust because you have that connection with each other. That means to say the audience is entrusting it to you and you're also entrusting it to the audience. So it's like you have a give and take relationship, giving trust to each other, and then the sparks, boom, the sparks
Mm.
became the connection that you have. So that is rapport. And then the next, okay. Now, here we will try to look at these different tips on how we could have this principle of audience rapport, even better, or how could we apply the audience rapport in our
Yes.
speeches. Now, the first tip is make regular eye contact. Now, I think when we do daily conversations, right, we tend to look at the eyes of the people or the person we are talking to for us to have that parang it's a channel. It's a channel na when you
Mm-mm.
talk to someone, it feels like you need to look at that person so that your message could go through to that person. Same with delivering a speech. When you make regular eye contact, that means to say you are actually aware that you have your audience and you are making connection to them. It's through regular eye contact. That is the first tip. And the second tip, Sir Alvin, is right. So when
So
we make
yeah,
regular contact, we need to look in the eye, and we also need to vary the eye contact throughout the room. 'Di ba kapag nasa speech delivery ka na, ang dami mong audience, right? Hindi naman pwede na ang daming audience tapos tumitingin ka lang sa isang tao. Parang iba na 'yan.
kaya nga,
Right?
oo
So
na
you really
baka
need to
crush niyo pala
vary.
yung isang audience, ma'am, dun
Uy.
nag-focus.
Right? Wag
Humingi
masyado
ng
ipahalata.
inspirasyon.
Oo, wag masyado
Oo,
ipahalata. If ever nandun man yung crush mo, tingin pa din sa iba. 'Di ba?
yeah.
Okay.
Pero
Pero
yung
wag
iba
lang
ayaw
sa
ng
love.
tumingin sa iba, ma'am.
Right. Dapat sa love, sir, wag na titingin sa iba. Pero
Yeah,
kapag speech
tama.
delivery, dapat tumingin ka
Yeah,
talaga sa iba. Dapat sa
yeah.
lahat. If, kung pwede sa lahat. Now, the second tip, Sir Alvin, is
Okay, the second tip is, Ma'am Nova.
speak naturally. So talk as if you're having a conversation with the audience. So when we say speech delivery, minsan nape-pressure yung iba. Siguro sinasabi nila, I will not be a great speaker because I think my modulation is not really good. I don't talk like a broadcaster. I don't talk like someone who is talking on the commercial or something like that. So those things are not really required when we do speech delivery, just as long as you speak naturally, because the more
Naturally.
that you speak naturally, the more that your audience could connect with you even more, because when you speak naturally, you tend to also share something personal. And that is the great way for you to get into that connection with your audience. It's through speaking naturally and for you to get your message to them. So that is our second tip. Now, the third tip, Sir Alvin, is right. So, as what mentioned, you need to tell a story. Now, developing rapport with an audience means establishing a relationship that does not interfere with the speaker's message. Right. So, this means to say now, when you develop that rapport with your audience, you should make sure na kayong dalawa, it's a mutual thing. It does not mean to say na when you build connection, feel mo nagko-connect ka na sa kanila, pero hindi pala, assume mo lang yun, di ba? Same sa love, Sir Alvin, di ba? Hindi naman pwede na you think na masasabi mo na nagmamahalan kayo kung ikaw lang yung mismo magsasabi na, oh, nagmamahalan tayo. Pero sa kanya, hindi pala, di ba? So same with
Mm-mm.
developing rapport. It should be like, ikaw, you
Mutual.
can say, yeah, it's mutual. You can say na, oh, we're having connection. So your audience can also do that, or can also show in a way na they're developing connection by being attentive to you, right? By giving all out attention to you. That is developing rapport. Now, the next
Rapport.
slide, Sir
Yeah.
Alvin. Ooh, so Sir Alvin, developing rapport with an audience is governed by many factors. So it includes appearance and reputation of the speaker. Of course, when we do speech delivers, hindi naman pwede magpambahay, di ba, Sir Alvin?
Tama. Yeah.
It depends on the situation. Siguro kapag may theme, baka pwede mag-Cinderella ka. Something like that. Pwede yon. If my theme yung speech delivery na pupuntahan mo, you need to get dressed for the occasion. But most of the time, when we deliver speeches, we need to dress in a formal way. Right?
Yeah. So
Yung parang
appropriate to the context, right, ma'am? To the occasion, to the
naka
situation.
right. So that's it. And also the reputation of the speaker and credibility of the speaker is also one of the factors we need to consider. All right, now we are here on this slide.
Yeah. Yeah. For today, so we have learned the last two principles of effective speech delivery, which are stage presence and Nova.
Audience rapport.
Yeah. So always remember, okay, to use these principles of effective speech delivery when we are presenting or doing any kind of speeches.
Right, Sir Alvin.
So
Before we move on to the next part, Sir Alvin, I definitely missed one of our student viewers, Mark Platon. Hi, Mark. I really missed
yes,
you. Mark
yeah,
said, speech delivery, you may use an effective domain by leaving an impact to your audience by saying your thoughts by heart. And that
yeah,
hits
that's
really
correct.
deep, right? Because
Yeah,
when
very deep.
you deliver a speech, you wanted to make a point. You wanted to make something. So you
Yeah.
really need to say it by heart. So that's
Yeah,
a
I
good
agree to
thing
that. Actually, we're not only speaking
to
to
impress. We
yeah, to
speak because we
impress.
wanted to express something,
We want to express,
and
and
yeah,
also
we
we're not
wanted to
only
make a
speaking
difference.
because we don't only want to share information, share data or facts, but also we want to touch the heart to inspire
Aww.
our audience. That's one of the best thing about the function or the use, okay, of public speaking or presenting a speech.
Right. Hi, all. Speaking of heart, Sir Alvin, hi also to one of our tutors, Sir Kit. Hi, Sir Kit.
Yeah, hello,
And
circuit.
thank you so much, Sir Kit. Now, we should move on to the next slide.
Okay, so nandito na tayo sa part na to have a recap or review of what we have talked about
Discussed
in
all
this
throughout.
quarter two. Okay. So first, wag natin kakalimutan the types of communicative strategies. Ayun na, pa-close na, di ba? So communicative strategies, always remember the seven we studied here, how we open, right? The nomination, how we do turn
Control,
taking, how we repair the
how we address
conversation,
issues.
tama?
Right.
How we do the topic shifting, and also how to end the conversation. That is termination. So remember those.
All right. On the second week for quarter two, we talked about understanding speech context, speech style, speech act, and communicative strategies. So remember all of those. There are different ways, different styles, different contexts as well. And I think our student viewers can still remember the different contexts. We have also styles and speech
Styles,
act, of course, illocutionary, locutionary, perlocutionary,
and of course the
and
communicative
communicative
strategy.
strategy. Now, the
Yeah.
third one, Sir Alvin,
For our
is
week three, so we started talking about speeches. First, the principles of effective speech writing. So we began first, or we talked about how to effectively write your speech. Of course, first, the first principle is analyze your audience to audience profile, and after that, you need to write an effective body, introduction, body, and conclusion, and that encompasses the
comprises
the logical organization of your
organization.
speech.
Okay. Now, of
Number
course,
four,
the week four, we talked about duration and word choice. So always remember when you deliver a speech, you should have like a certain duration. So hindi naman pwede na the whole day you'll be delivering your speech, right? So you need to tailor fit your speech accordingly. So you need to follow those kung ilang estimated word count. And then the word choice, it is very important. You should also know who your audience are for you to tailor fit your speech again. I always mention the word tailor fit because this suits well with the word choice. You need to pick the correct or the right words. You need to use appropriate for your audience. Now, the week number five, Sir Alvin.
of course, to finish, okay, writing your speech, you have to do editing or proofreading it by, of course, considering grammatical correctness. So in here, we talked about the common, okay, the grammatical mistakes and how to correct this, because always remember, as a public speaker, um, um, gra- grammar or a correct grammar builds also your credibility as
Right.
a
We don't want to
speaker.
give confusions to our
Yes.
viewers or listeners just because we commit a grammar mistake. Now, number six, we talked about principles of effective speech delivery. It's all about articulation and modulation.
Mhm.
So we talked about how you should deliver or read or say your speech, and of course vary your tone and vary your pitch. So it's all about the modulation because diba, we have siguro different na people or audience. It depends on how many are they. Siguro if a large audience, you should modulate. And if it's a small
Yes.
audience, you could just stick with your natural one. If it's just siguro three, but if it's more than, then you should have modulation. Of course, with the use of microphone as well.
Yeah, okay. So aside from articulation and modulation, which are the about or referring to the voice quality, right, to the verbal ability, we have also the another principle um, another group of principles, which are the facial expressions, gestures, and movement. It's not only about how well articulated or your voice is
Yeah,
modulated. It's
it should
also
match
important.
too.
Okay, your facial expression, how you project your face, depending on your mood, your the tone of the speech, and also your emotion, as well as your hand gestures and how you move. Okay, your
Around the
movement
stage. Mm-hmm.
and
Now, the last one, I think it's very fresh to our oral
rest.
amazing students because we discussed it earlier. So do not forget it's stage presence. It's about owning the stage. You should move with purpose. Now, for audience rapport, it's about developing connection with your audience, and it should be something you should have, undeniable chemistry with your audience. And to do that, you should have regular eye contact and more. So that's about week number 8, and this is
Eight.
quarter 2.
Yeah, so
Yay!
mission accomplished. So
We did it.
uh,
We did
we did it.
it.
Yeah, all the topics for the quarter 2 were all covered. Okay, so I hope with all
Now,
these topics, okay, you are well equipped, particularly in the field of oral communication, in the field of public
right, Sir
speaking.
Alvin. Sir Alvin, I must also say, now, although they already know what are the principles that they need to apply when they write a speech or when they deliver a speech, it's not really that enough, right? So, what
Yes.
they should remember is that nobody started great, everyone started small.
Yes.
So, what they need to do is to definitely apply and then practice, practice,
Please
practice.
practice. Yeah, I'm always telling those things to my students. Okay, and of course to all our oral amazing students who are here and who have kept on supporting us. So practice, 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 practice. Maybe it doesn't make perfect, but it makes you an
Makes a
excellent. Okay,
difference. Yeah.
okay, it makes difference and um it builds our confidence, of course, when we are presenting a speech. So madadaan yan sa practice little by little
Mhm.
because no one is born a perfect or an expert speaker. So dumaan lahat ng magagaling na speakers natin, dumaan yan sa pagkakamali, na mali ang pronunciation, na mali ang grammar. That's okay. That's part of your learning. Sabi nga, 'di ba? Learning is sometimes painful. Same as true in learning
Oh,
to be good or to be good or to be better in public speaking. So dadaan lahat tayo sa proseso. It takes time. So
very
trust
well
the
said.
process, 'di ba?
Very well said, Sir Alvin. Now, Sir Alvin, I think siguro may kaunting time pa naman tayo to do our
Yes.
learning kamustahan.
Yes.
So, I think our oral amazing knows the drill because today we will be having our Kahoot game wherein we will have our top 3 lucky students who will be receiving
Okay,
who is
100 peso load or GCash for our top 3 who will ace,
okay.
okay, this quiz. So,
Right, Sir Alvin. Okay, so I will be sharing my screen in a bit. And ready your phones because you will be keying the game pin. So for our oral amazing students, for you to join our Kahoot game, type to your browser Kahoot. It's Kahoot period it. Again, it's Kahoot.it. Kahoot.it. Now let me share my screen. Ayan. Okay. It is still all right.
yeah, so let us wait for
Ayun,
the
ito na
rest.
ang game pin, Sir Alvin. It's the 2921894.
Did you share your screen already, Nova?
Yes, I did, Sir Alvin.
Ah, yeah, okay. Ayan.
Ayan. Again, our oral amazing students, for you to join our Kahoot game, you need to key in 2921894 as your game pin. And do not forget to type it on kahoot.it. All right,
Okay.
it's 2921894. You just have to put your nickname also or your name. So Maribe is joining us. All right, so how about the others? Let's go. Let's get it on. We have 3 lucky winners for today.
Yeah.
Siguro kahit 3 questions lang, Sir Alvin, that will be enough, right? Because we don't have much time. So they need to act fast. Come on, our dear students. You need to join as fast as you can. It's 292-1894. Again, it's 292-1894. What do you think, Sir Alvin? Only 3 questions for today?
I think we're running for 36 minutes. Maybe so. Can we have five or?
Okay,
Oh,
sure, no,
ilan
no
ba per
problem.
ano? Usually ang per question, ma'am.
Ilang seconds, Sir Alvin?
Or is nasa kanila.
Okay,
Hawak niyo
okay.
ba?
Let's try to
Oh,
determine later.
yeah, let's
All
check.
right. So I think more students are still joining
Yeah.
us. So
Yeah,
if you
so Keisha
have
is here. Hello po,
right,
Keisha May Iber from Santa Maria National High School. So hello to all my students in Santa Maria National High School. So I
all
hope you
right.
will all pass all your subjects for the first semester.
I think the academic health break helped them to
Yeah.
regain their mental stability for them to carry on. All right, Sir Alvin. Just should we begin now?
I think we should.
All right, we should start. We have 22 players on the room. Let's get it on. Here is our first question. 3, 2, 1. All right, ready your phones. This strategy limits what a speaker can say to avoid ideas that are unnecessary and irrelevant to the topic. Again, this strategy limits what a speaker can say to avoid ideas that are unnecessary and irrelevant to the topic. What is this strategy? Is it nomination, restriction, turn taking, or topic control? Again, we have 3 lucky winners for our Kahoot game. 3, 2,
And also
1.
for this quiz, time matters, okay? Your um,
Ayun.
correct
The
answer
correct
is
answer is topic control, my dear
topic
students.
control.
Right, okay. So I think 7 got the correct answer. Now let's have the next question. Kasi medyo we're running out of time, but this is our scoreboard. Jezreel is our top 1. So let's have the next question.
And also our um, viewers sa live who are not able to join the
Yeah, who
Kahoot
were not
game, you
able to
can still
join,
comment
they
your section,
can
your answer.
answers on the comment
So
section.
this
So the next question.
strategy, okay, is used to address the problems encountered in a conversation. Is it termination for red, yellow, topic control, blue, topic shifting, and green, repair? Which is which? The strategy used to address the problems.
23 of them got the
Okay.
correct answer and it
So
is
most of
repair.
them got it. So let's
Now
see the
let's have
leaderboard.
the leaderboard or the scoreboard. Jezreel, still the top 1. Don
Still
Kelly top 2.
Jezreel.
Jonalyn top 3. Let's have the next question. This type of
Yeah.
speech style happens between and among friends and acquaintances. Again, this type of speech style happens between and among friends and acquaintances. Is it casual, consolidative, formal, intimate? What do you think is the correct answer? We have 29 who submitted their answers, 30 now, 31. That's good.
No. Between and among friends and acquaintances.
That's right. It is
It
casual
is
because
casual.
you communicate to them in a casual way, casual style. Now, our scoreboard, Jezreel still on our top 1, Kay top 2, and Precious our top 3. Let's go to the next question. Your turn, Sir Alvin.
Okay, for our fourth question, this aspect of speech act refers to the utterance of the speaker to a specific situation for intended discourse impact. Is it illocutionary, personality, locutionary, or perlocutionary? What aspect of speech act is referred or is being referred to this description? The utterance of the
This is
speaker.
a great review as well.
Yeah, about the speech acts. Two and one. Correct answer is it's
Locutionary.
locutionary. Always remember the term intended impact, the intention, right? So let's see the leaderboard.
Okay, so the leader now is Marvin, one of
Oh,
our oral
Marvin.
commencing students.
Yeah,
All right,
Marvin.
top two
Followed
is
by
it.
Italitol and Shira Piamonte. And I think this would be the last one, Ma'am Nova.
All right, so let's have the last question. Now, last question is 30 asks his classmates to sit down. Identify the speech act used. Again, 30 asks his classmates to sit down. Identify the speech act used. Is it illocutionary act, locutionary act, perlocutionary act, or is it none of the above? What do you think is the answer for this question? Again, if illocutionary kanina is intended, what act is it when you ask someone? Okay, now the correct answer is illocutionary, our oral
Yeah.
amazing students. And let's see the scoreboard. All right, so Sherry Piamonte is leading on our scoreboard. All right, so let's go to... All right, hindi ata pala siya ma-skip, no? Wait a
Okay.
minute. How do we... Okay, let's skip that one.
So maybe it will, yeah,
It needs to go to the 20
to the
questions, Sir
left.
Alvin.
No,
But
ma'am, I think we'll
we
just be using the the
the
leaderboard
the,
or
the
the scoreboard
scoreboard.
after that.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So let's
All
have
right.
this
So
for our
scoreboard. Let's reveal the
winners.
scoreboard. Yeah, same pa rin kanina, Sir Alvin. Tama
Yeah.
ba? All right.
Yeah.
So our top one is Shera Piamonte. Our top two is Aitalitol. And our top three is Jessero.
Yeah. So please send us a personal message for you to claim your 100 peso GCash or load. So congratulations.
Congratulations, our dear oral amazing students. All right, so let me stop sharing.
Yeah. So So at this juncture, we will be awarding our oral communication in context excellent tutees, or these are our oral amazing students from weeks 1 to 6. Let us begin with, okay, Giancarlo Magliari, excellent tutee. So congratulations, Giancarlo, for week 1. For the week 2, we have Mark Gabriel Musni, excellent tutee. Congratulations. For our week 3, we have Daniela Denise R. Manalili. Excellent tutor. For quarter 2, another excellent tutor is Eloise Marie Auman. Congratulations for being an excellent tutor. Keep it up. Next is Naila Sef Garcia. Excellent tutor for week 5. So palakpakan naman po natin sila and everyone. All of us, all of you are oral amazing indeed. And of course, for week 6, our oral amazing student or our excellent tutor is my mini-me, Alan Mark De Jesus from SDO Naga City. So, congratulations. So, thank you for your active participation in every discussion we had from quarter 1 and up to now to quarter 2 and its last session or episode. So maybe we'll be waiting for Tutor Nova. So give me heads up, Tutor Nova. Okay, so in here, so the DepEd is inviting everyone for a tech talk session for a safer internet day for children and cyber wellness for teachers. So don't miss this date on Feb 12, 2022, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. And also, February is National Arts Month. Arts, okay? Pero pwede din siyang Heart Month, di ba? So, may mga event tayo for the Sining ng Pag-asa. Hello, Tuloy na ba?
I'm
Okay.
so sorry, Sir Alvin. I was about to click the stop share screen, but I clicked the other button. But here I
Yeah.
am now. So that's right, Sir Alvin. It's Sining ng Pag-asa. So that is our activity for our February is Arts Month. So ETUlay is also celebrating the National Arts Month 2022. And we have amazing contests for you, our
Yeah.
senior high school students, that we would like to encourage you to please join because amazing prizes actually await. So
Ayan,
please,
no?
please
For
join.
our senior high school, no, ito, we have music, virtual himig, kundiman, physical education, OPM, dance exercise. And Ma'am Nova?
We also have here the Arts e Cultura Rampa Feast ng Pinas. So
Ayan.
I think for you to know further details about the criteria, we know it's very cute lang na poster
Yeah.
kasi yung mga font size niya na maliit siya on the screen. But we would like you to visit the ETUlay Facebook page for you to know more about how to join the National Arts Month celebration. So please, please join. We really encourage you to join for you to win amazing prizes too, and for you to really participate and show your love for our arts, especially our Filipino culture as well.
Yeah, that's correct. So, and it's also time to plug, okay? Maybe
We
our event,
should.
yeah, for the quarter 3 that will begin next week, okay? And new quarter, new members of the family. Yeah.
Ayan. So please support the senior high school English. We will be giving you new subjects for quarter 3. We have English for academic and professional purposes. Of course, yours truly, Sir Alvin.
Okay, with me and Tudor Aaron. And also we have the creative nonfiction with Tudor Kit and Tudor Jerry.
We also have purposive communications, like the continuation of oral communication onto the next
Yes.
level. So please, please watch it. It's 4:40 to 5:20 p.m. Tutor Jazz and Tutor Irene. And of course, lastly, we
Okay,
have
for the writers, for the subject campus journalism for beginners. So with our program head, Tutor Nova, Tutor Zen, and our new member of the family, Tutor Josa.
Ayun.
Should we play
All
this
right,
video,
so
ma'am, Nova?
yeah, I think that's only 20 seconds. We should play it.
Yeah.
All right, so there we go.
Alright.
Our oral commencing students, please do support us to quarter 3. Um, your spill, Sir Alvin. It's goodbye quarter 2.
Yeah, by quarter 2 or the first semester, as we all welcome second semester or the quarter 3 next week. So,
Right.
magkaiba, iba ang mga subjects pero kami pa rin ang nandun. Alright.
Right. So always remember it's Choose English Day every Tuesday from 4 p.m. to 5:20 p.m. So we highly encourage you to please continue to support us in our subjects, and we promise you to give you the quality lessons that you truly deserve here in ETUlay.
Okay, and that's it for today. Thank you for your participation or welcome, amazing students. This has been Tudor Alvin.
And I am Tutor Nova. And thank you so much for joining us today. See you in
Yes.
quarter 3.
Okay, and always remember, though it's our finale for OralCom, always remember to be the best in oral communication in
In
context.
context.
Yeah, see you next
Bye-bye.
time, OralCom amazing students. Goodbye.
Annyeong.
Ang husay naman! Natapos mo ang iyong tutorial session kasama ang iyong mahusay na ETUlay tutor. May bago ka bang natutuhan? I-share na yan gamit ang hashtag ETUlay Level Up. Huwag aalis ha dahil may susunod pang programa na pwede mo ring panoorin at salihan dahil naghihintay na ang iyong mga tutors. Happy learning dito sa ETUlay!